You'll be surprised, fam, how your mind clears up the moment you address the problem that's right in front of you. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised how much that thing that's in your mind that's consuming you and you're not addressing it, right? All you're doing is stacking up yesterday's problems on top of today's problems, which means you're not prepared for today's problems or the problems that's coming because you're making a move that's influencing the future towards a certain direction, right? That means you are headed towards problems. So along the way, you're headed towards problems, right? You're putting yourself in position to create new problems. There's problems in the moment. And then there's problems from many yesterdays ago that you have not addressed. And then you wonder why your mind is so consumed with all these things. This is what I mean about being pulled in multiple directions, right? Think about it, how difficult it is. You have no energy because there's so many things that you need to do and you're not doing it. And then there's your perception on time, which is all messed up, right? You think in days, you think in weeks, months, years. But do you think in seconds? Do you think in moments? In right now, knowing that none of that exists, just imagine it's just one long day. In reality, it exists because we need it. It's structure, right? Hey, tune into my podcast every Friday. It's called the All Moves Podcast. Tune into that. Every Friday, I drop a new episode. Now you know, you look at your calendar. Okay, when is it Friday? Okay, cool. He's going to drop a new episode on this day. Boom. Right? We need that for structure. It creates structure in our life. We absolutely need that. And also creates meaning as well, something to look forward to. In actuality, it does not exist. If I dropped you in the middle of a forest, if I knocked you out, dropped you in the middle of a forest, you wake up, you don't know what day it is. You're like, oh, what day it is? What time is it? You can have an idea. Okay, this happened to me on Monday. Okay, what's going on? Where I'm at? Okay, is it, the sun is up, the sun is down. So you can look at certain things, right? And you can have an idea, but you don't know the exact time. You have to look at your watch. You have to look at your calendar, your phone, your computer. So my point is this. If none of that exists, right? If none of that's real, so then what's happening? Then we create a perception of time of how long we think can get done, right? It takes me this much energy, this much time to get certain things done. But a lot of it is your assumptions that's getting in the way of what it is that you need to do. Are you with me? Your assumptions, you're assuming that you can't get 5 things done today that you haven't done in the last 6 months, right? You thinking, oh, this is going to take 3 months to do this, but you can probably do it in a week. You could probably do it in a day if you change your perception on time and you can create space for it, right? You'll be surprised. Things are not what you think it is. Things are not as hard as you think it is. It's not as difficult. That everything is one Google search away, or everything is just one move away, just one decision away. You'll be surprised of how much you can get done just by saying, okay, look, I'm going to do this today. These are the things I'm going to do. And then you see it for yourself. And then the more times you do it, you get better. Whatever that is, right? Whatever it is. But, what's interesting, and this is what I've done with my clients many times, where they say, I don't have time. I'll say, okay, cool. We're going to spend the next 5 minutes staring at the clock. Let's stare at the clock for 5 minutes, watching the seconds, the minute go by, and let's stare at it. You start to see, okay, wow, you get fidgety, you get annoyed a little bit. Like, wow, this is long, right? 5 minutes is long. And for many people, 5 minutes is not enough time. I only have 5 minutes. It's like, no, are you present in those 5 minutes? Because most of the time you're just in your mind for those 5 minutes. That's why time just goes, right? You're in your mind, you get lost in these stories. Versus, okay, let me handle these things that's in the way. Let me tackle these things, handle my responsibilities, right? That take a lot of time, energy, and it's annoying and you don't want to do them and it's boring work. And we understand that. But you'll start to see that once you address these issues, you become empty, right? Empty. You become empty. You become light, free, right? From all the just the fact that you have to think about this thing that you haven't done. So once you address these things in your life, look around. What have I been ignoring? What have I been neglecting? I say I'm going to do this and then I never do it, and that consumes your mind, that consumes your energy, fam. And then you start by changing your perception on time. Let me see what I can do. How much I can do today. Can I jam pack every moment of my life into doing the things that I've just been saving for tomorrow? Every day you say tomorrow, right? Yesterday you said today, and then today you say tomorrow. So I find it interesting, right? That at this very moment right now, you are in constant never-ending motion, right? You're in constant never-ending movement. You're preparing yourself for new problems, right? You're headed towards new problems. Along the way, there's current problems, right? And then you're dealing with problems from yesterday, many yesterdays ago. Mix that with your perception on time, mix that with who you are, your work ethic, right? Laziness, mixed with what you prioritize, all these things, your beliefs, your perspective, your philosophy, all of these things mixed in that. Then you have how you feel every moment. You have you. But look at yourself, look at your face, look at your body, look at your space that you live in, that you work in. Look at your car or look at your bank account. Look at the things, the responsibilities that you haven't addressed and you just allow to pass you by. Time just passes you by, you know? And then you get into the habit of not living. And this is the biggest thing. Once you allow these things to take over, fam, you get into the habit of not living. And this is a life that just allows time just to pass by. And this is a person that just exists. And that is all. They just exist and take from everyone energy. Let me take energy from this person. Let me take time away from this person. Let me take resources, money away from this person. Let me be an inconvenience to other lives. And then the victim mentality, which we spoke about in the last video, would say, okay, if that's what I'm doing, then what's the point of being alive if I'm a burden on other people? It's like, why do you look at it like that? Why not look at it? Why look at it that way? Why not remove the cap and the limitation you have within yourself? Remove that cap, break away from that conditioning, and create a meaningful existence for yourself and provide value to those around you. You give energy to others. You help solve problems for others. And this just doesn't mean doing it for them, offering a perspective or leading and living a certain life that others can see, man, I want to be like that. That can inspire somebody to do something new for themselves, inspire a certain way of living. You know, help others save time, help others make more money, connect people, right? This is making the experience better for all of us, because how you live your life has an impact on me. How I live my life has an impact on you. We're all connected. It does. So I'll end it off by saying this. Address the things that you have not addressed that you're saving for tomorrow. Do it now. Write down the person you want to be and be it now. Write down the things that you want to do and do it now. Take the first step now. The things of yesterday, the things that are consuming your mind, address that. Don't allow it to roll on to the next day. You know there's things right now in your life that you have not addressed, that you're saving and waiting. And it's like, come on, fam. Address it now. Do it now. Take ownership of your life. And then in the now moment, you're prepared for the now problems, which then you solve as soon as it presents itself. And then you're putting yourself in position to be ready for the new problems that come your way. But you got to catch up, right? Those problems you have stacked to the roof, you got to bring it down. Bring it down. And then you'll be prepared to address the new. And that's being all in the now. I'll leave you with that. If you found this episode valuable, hit a thumbs up on the video, leave a comment below, and I'll catch you guys next time, fam. Much love. Peace.